What is going on? It is Nightcrawler 724 Crawler coming at you, and it is episode 430
Yeah,
of the Nintendo Powercast. We got Johnny along for the ride. How's it going?
what's going on? Hopefully we don't act up without Josh here.
Dad's away, so we're on his YouTube and his Twitter or his Twitch. So yeah. So Josh is away, but Johnny's here, and Cheesy's also here. Cheesy, how's it going?
What's going on, cheese curds?
Alrighty. Well, first off, I know you guys did an episode this week of Communication Error, so why don't you guys talk about that real quick and tell people where they can find you guys?
Yeah, you
Go for it, Johnny.
you could check out Communication Error Podcast. We just did a episode about 2D versus 3D gaming with Riley Little from Walmart Canada Gaming, and
He didn't have any good leaks for you this time, though.
well,
No.
I mean, yeah.
We tried.
Maybe he knew more than he was letting on when you were talking about. You were talking about Switch 2 a lot, Johnny. So
Yeah, I was trying to get him to drop the release date. He just wouldn't.
There's one part of the episode though that's pretty funny because we're talking about 2D games and Prince of Persia came up,
And
he's
he
like,
played
"Oh
it.
my god,
I know,
that
yeah.
game, the game's so good. Have you guys played it?" And we're like, no." And like, I forget that he's invited to those kind of things to play.
Stuff, yeah.
Like, damn, I wish that we could have played
Maybe
it. But
one day.
yeah,
one day we'll get invited.
Yep. And where else can people find you guys?
I'm Johnny Bo everywhere: Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and that's it.
Cheesy.
yeah, all those places that Johnny mentioned. Cheesy C64, CheezyC64.
And you guys can follow me at Nightcrawler724. Nightcrawler is without the E. Best spots are TikTok and Twitter. You guys can follow Josh everywhere at N64Josh. Also, n64josh.com/Discord gets you into the Discord where you can chat with us, chat with each other, play games, all that kind of stuff.
Before we get started, I want to give Car Gaming a shout out. You know who's Kyle?
Who's Kyle?
He beat Super Mario Odyssey without touching water. So that's pretty cool. You should check out that video.
I've been seeing, when I'm doom scrolling Twitter when I should be at work or working, I see him sometimes in the afternoon. So yeah, he's busy playing. I've seen him playing Odyssey, playing Smash, all that kind of stuff. What else on what's the one? Galaxy? I see him playing Galaxy too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Galaxy 2, that makes me sad. We don't have Galaxy.
No, we don't have that one. Yeah. But hey, we'll get to that later because Wii U's coming back, so you never know.
Yeah.
But Nintendo last night or early this morning, I guess, right? Graced us
It's
with
financial day.
Yeah. Q1 financials for 2023. And shocker, a new game entered in the top 10 right off the bat, number 9, right? I can share this here.
Yeah.
Let's share the screen. Maybe. What's it doing? There it goes.
Here it goes.
So yeah, no changes at the top. We got Mario Kart holding strong. Still shy of 56 million copies. I don't know how many new copies did it sell.
1.67 million copies in 3 months. That is ridiculous. Stop buying it.
That's a Mario movie boost, right? That's got to be.
Oh, yeah, probably, I think they did mention that they saw a sales increase in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, maybe even new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. They did mention that the Super Mario Bros. Movie helped boost some of these numbers.
For sure. New Horizons stays in its probably unobtainable to be dethroned spot of number 2. 42.79 million copies. Smash. Did Breath of the Wild gain ground on Smash? I feel like
I think it just broke 30 million. I think it officially broke 30 million copies.
Okay. So I mean, it's it's kind of a pretty strong. Well, now that I'm saying that, I was going to say a strong top 5. It's a strong top 4. Odyssey might. I don't know if it'll ever get run down by Sword and Shield. Have been out for a while now. I don't think they're selling new copies.
Yeah, but Scarlet and Violet might catch it.
Will it though?
Yeah, I mean that's only been what? That was
It wasn't received as
8
well, right?
months.
I mean,
8 months. Yeah, but with the DLC coming out, it will definitely
it'll get the
surpass.
2-pack stuff. It'll
I was gonna say, and even if it wasn't received very well, it's like the first kind of open world Pokemon game. So I mean, it doesn't
even
look
with
great.
how bad it looks.
Yeah. But it's still fun. Like I don't know, Johnny and I know that we had fun. Crawler, you despise it, but
I played it. I beat it. I mean, but
I think I even said it was like
I'm not going to give him any more money for the DLC, and I think I'll break my son's heart with it. But like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, right. When he gives you those big puppy dog eyes, you're gonna cave.
He's got Tooth Fairy money. If he wants to do it, I'll buy it. But he has to give me the money.
But yeah, no. Honestly, I think Scarlet and Violet. I think I did say it was probably my favorite Pokemon game, and I still stand by it. I think it's. I just love how the open world works in that game. I know it doesn't look great, doesn't run great.
Yeah, it's the writing and the characters are also pretty charming. Like
I don't care about that. It's all about gameplay.
Jeez.
We still have a game that needs to be wiped off this list here with Super Mario Party.
Yep.
That will eventually. It'll fall to number 9 by the next financials. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't see anything catching it. I don't see anything bumping it off before.
Well, I mean,
maybe Wonder.
Yeah,
I mean, we have Wonder coming, and we have Tears of the Kingdom that's going to climb higher still. So that I feel like that can bump it down to number 9. No, that can bump it down to number 10. If Wonder can debut on this list in Q4 financials, or that'll be Q3 financials that release in what, like February next year, right?
Yeah.
So that has a potential to knock that off, and then I don't know.
Pikmin 4 selling 30 million copies.
It doesn't even have to sell 30 million. It just has to sell 20 million.
Only 20 million.
Only 20 million.
What was the highest selling Pikmin game? 2.2 million.
Yeah. So I mean, Wonder, and then if Deluxe can continue to get another, just a measly 3 million more units.
Maybe they'll release DLC for Superstars, Mario Party Superstars, and everybody will decide to pick that game up. Because I think it sold like 10 million copies, 12 million copies.
You think they'll have for Superstars?
Yeah, for Superstars.
Yeah. Because I was going to say Super Mario Party has already done like the online update, so they're probably done with that game completely.
Well, yeah, that game got put out to pasture when Superstar
they how long did it take them to put online? Like 3 years, and I think Superstars this October will be 2 years old. So yeah, we still got time.
Yeah,
or they might release another Mario Party. Those things just sell like hotcakes.
Cryptic's asking if Tears passes Breath of the Wild. I don't think it does. Like looking at that list today and seeing 30 million, I don't know if it does.
I mean, that was in 1.5 months.
Yeah,
I would assume that it's at 20 million at this point.
You think? When's the cutoff?
It would have been June 30th.
End of June.
So a month to sell another 1.5 million.
I don't know. I don't think it sold that many.
And then we'll have DLC. I think
DLC will bump it up, but maybe only 5. Like maybe only 5. Well, we haven't hit a Christmas with that yet. I think there's maybe another 5 to 7 million units to be moved, but I don't know if it gets to 30. I think it gets close. I think they go. What would that be? That would be 4 and 5. 4 and 5.
Well, So do we know how much Breath of the Wild went up?
Who wants to Google Q4
I'll
financials for last
Google
year?
Johnny does.
Or I guess it would have been the fiscal year, right?
Fiscal year 2002 Q4 financials. But yeah, I mean that's a really strong debut though.
Yeah.
When did it come out? May what? 9th? 12th? So in 6 weeks, 7 weeks, it sold 18.5 million copies.
Yeah.
I bought 2 copies. Johnny bought.
I bought
Did you buy 2?
I bought two.
Did you buy the collector's edition too?
Yeah.
So, but Johnny bought
Collectors
2. Josh bought 2, if not 3 or 4. I don't know how many Switches he has to buy it for now.
Technically, I guess I also bought 2 because I have a copy and my wife has a copy.
Okay, yeah, you bought 2 copies.
So
Yeah.
29.8 million units as of March 2023. So it went up, dang, almost 1 million copies. But that was probably getting a boost.
Yeah, for
That,
sure.
that was people wanting to buy and play it before Tears of the Kingdom
Or after.
or after. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm inclined to go back to Breath of the Wild, and because I did all the surface shrines in Tears of the Kingdom, I did not do that in Breath of the Wild, so I'm kind of wanting to go back. It was easier to find them in Tears of the Kingdom with the light roots
Yeah.
in the depths, which made it nice to be able to go find those hidden. The challenge of finding the shrine is the shrine challenge kind of ones, but yeah, I mean, and then we got Mario Bros. U Deluxe sitting there. What were the numbers on that one in Q4? Johnny?
Oh,
Did you close that window already?
I just did Breath of the Wild.
No.
Wait, hold on, let's see.
I didn't know
This
if you
probably
got
has
pulled
it.
to a page that looked like this that had the numbers of stuff.
No, that one always gets updated. But let me see. This probably shows it.
Because
Okay.
I mean,
okay, I have it. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was 53.79.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
almost 2 million more
67.
units.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Animal Crossing was at 42.21. So
That didn't move
only
too much.
500,000. What was Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
They're at 22.66.
This just seems odd to me that it was at 22.1, so that's only 500,000.
Yeah, but all they've been doing is kind of showing little bits of DLC stuff coming. They haven't really given. We don't have Do we have release dates for that stuff yet?
It's
Well,
fall and winter.
Fall. I mean, but
Oh,
that's not a
okay.
release date. But yeah.
New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe was at 15.41. So that sold
that is a Mario
700,000.
movie boost right there. Then
Yeah. What was Odyssey at?
Odyssey is at 26.44.
So it was at 25.76. So that's another 700,000. Those definitely got a boost from the movie.
And
so I'm really interested to see what Wonder does.
Yeah, what it can debut at. And we're 500,000 units shy of 130 million Switches in the wild.
It was at 125.62. So
wow. All right, so 5 million more Switches pretty much.
It's crazy when we're talking about Switch 2 and they're still selling that many Switches.
Nobody's talking about Switch 2. We don't even know if they're developing it.
If Nintendo's developing it?
Yeah, they're probably not even making another console.
They're done.
We don't know. It's not official. But yeah, they are making a ton of money.
Yeah.
So that 18.5 million has the $70 price tag on it. So it probably grossed more than, well, maybe not more, but around the same as Breath of the Wild did, even with that many less units sold.
Do you think that everybody 1-2 Switch sold more than 1-2 Switch? Because every Switch game has been doing
No.
pretty well. I don't
No.
think it did either.
I regret that purchase.
I mean, of course, that came out the last day of the quarter, so it only had one day to surpass
hmm
It's not going to, though.
1-2 Switch. Yeah, no.
The only way it would is only because of the price point and people not reading reviews. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't read a review and I regret that.
The only game that I'm wondering if it will outsell
Pikmin.
1-2 Switch is Pikmin.
What is 1-2 Switch? Like,
Do we have numbers on
number-wise.
that?
Yeah, because I think it's very possible with how well we're seeing Pikmin sell in Japan.
Hold on. 1, 2.
What do you think,
Switch.
Crawler?
I mean, Pikmin 3 is the best-selling Pikmin, right? And we said 3
Right.
million.
That's sold 2.
I think it was under 3.
Yeah,
I think it'll sell. I think it'll sell better than 3. But I don't know.
So 1-2 Switch sold 3.74 million copies.
I think it did better.
I don't know.
Let's see what
Because I know Pikmin 4, I think, had surpassed 500,000 copies in Japan. I think physical copies in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have any indication of what it did over here.
Right. Cryptic asks, usually 2D Mario outsells 3D. Do you think after 10 years that will still be the case?
No. There's no way. There's no way it's catching Super Mario Odyssey. It will sell. It'll probably sell around the same as
for Wonder. Is that what we're talking about?
Wonder, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Any more a side-scrolling Mario, I don't think can outsell a 3D adventure of Mario.
Because one was the last. It was just New Super Mario Bros. Wii. That one definitely. That one sold like 30 million copies.
Well, yeah, but that was just because of the platform it was on.
I think Odyssey is just special because you could definitely feel the energy that they were trying to get people to feel for that game. It was something new. There was a theme song behind it. It was
Galaxy was better than New Super Mario Bros. U or New Super Mario Bros. But like, I think it was intimidating to the casual audience of that console. Because the camera's flying, you're flying around 3D objects, and it's
also kind of upside down.
Yeah. But it was a much better game. But
yeah, I think wasn't New Super Mario Bros. Wii the first one with co-op?
Yeah. Yes. At the same time on the screen. Yes, I think so. Because I mean, there was. I mean. Going back,
I guess that was only the
going back all the
one
way. There was not past the controller, but player 1, player 2 alternating. Oh, and no, Doki Doki Panic and Mario 2 had co-op together at the same time.
Yeah, but nobody. I'm just thinking like
nobody played that. Is
like
that
coming back from the the first in the New Super Mario Bros. Series.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was a staple of that genre of Mario. The chaoticness of it all. And
I mean, I think before we saw the sales numbers for Tears of the Kingdom, I said it wasn't going to sell more than Breath of the Wild. I think it's going to be closer than I was expecting. So maybe I'm wrong about Wonder. Maybe it will sell 30 million copies, but
I mean, it only
I
has
just
to
don't
sell.
know. Only. You keep saying only.
It only has to sell 17 million units, just to debut on this list at number 10.
Well, okay, so wait, what else do you think happens in Wonder? Enable for it to sell that much? Because right now I don't think it will. They have to be holding out, right? On information.
Oh, there'll be a bigger, better trailer that'll show more stuff.
Did you see who the villain was?
It's Bowser.
Spoilers! I wasn't gonna say it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
At least it's not the Brutals. I mean,
oh yeah, Splatoon 3 did not outsell Splatoon 2.
How close is that? How close is Splatoon 3? You said Splatoon 3 did not sell out Splatoon 2?
Right. I don't actually know what are the numbers on that.
I don't know what Splatoon 2.
But what are the numbers on Splatoon 2 that it's not on this list? That could be something that could help bump Mario Party eventually off this list. But
so 13.3 million for Splatoon 2.
Okay, then never mind. It's not going to get above 20 million to knock Super Mario. I still don't like that every time we talk about this list, Super Mario Party's sitting there at 7.
I mean, as of March 31st, 2023, Splatoon 3 has sold 10.67 million units. I guess they didn't give an update on it.
Yeah, and we still haven't gotten. I mean, when is the DLC supposed to drop on that?
We don't know.
No one knows.
Guessing
it's supposed
September.
to be before the end of the year, though, right?
They haven't said. All they said is in the future. So when you go back and look at their expansion pass, that's all it says.
To buy a $25 vendor reskin.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they just canceled it. And they're like, "You got your reskin."
I'm still just waiting. I'm just waiting for them to add that to my Nintendo Switch Online subscription, so I don't have to buy it.
So we were looking up before the show. We were looking up what the DS sold, which is like 155 million.
I
forget.
DS has 154.02 million units sold. And that's the whole line, though, because that includes DS, DSi, DSXL,
DS Lite,
3DS is its own thing.
I mean, the Switch has the Lite, the OLED, and the standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess PS2 is 158. I think the Switch will get there. I think it will become the highest selling console ever. I believe it's currently pacing ahead of PlayStation 2. Like, PlayStation 2 was not anywhere close to 130 million units at this point of its life cycle. Like, PlayStation 2 was a 12-year life cycle or something.
Yeah, it was there for a long time, and it was the cheapest DVD player for more than half its life cycle, probably, too. It was cheaper than buying like a Panasonic DVD player, which is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nintendo could easily get there if they drop the price.
Well, yeah, and if they really wanted, just if they cared about the title, I still can't get away from the thought that I had last week or 2 weeks ago, or whatever it was, to just band-aid this this generation, give us a more powerful Switch. Don't make it Switch 2, but pour more resources into Gen 9 when PlayStation and Xbox are getting ready to come out with their new stuff, and be ready to go with a unit around that time. But give us a Switch Pro, and that keeps you in the SKU, which is I mean similar vein as the DS. Just give you a more powerful Switch, but keep it a Switch and then move forward. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess the new rumor now is the next console is supposed to release end of next year, like holiday, and the Switch typically sells like 15 million units a year.
Cryptic's thinking, so you don't think after the Switch 2 early next year or late might halt the sales? I mean, if they drop the price, you get people that aren't early adopters for new things to take advantage of an incredible backlog, because you look at the software sold for the Switch, they're over 1 billion units sold.
I mean, they could be gross and not have it be backwards compatible, and then you would have to have a Switch if you want to play those games. So they would still sell it.
I mean, do
I
we
think
see something from the Odyssey team before we get a new Switch?
No,
Swan song kind of deal?
no. I think the big end of life cycle game will be
Another
Metroid
Kirby.
Prime 4.
Another Kirby.
Yeah.
Prime 4, I think at this point is going to be a launch title.
Yeah, I think it'll be
comes
like the dual launch or whatever.
The bridge title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, what other games will they have that could sell that many Switches? Because we have a Mario game coming up. We already had Zelda. Unless, we get more Zelda that is like Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, that would do it.
Would a dual pack of Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, how many units do you think that would? Are you talking software sales, or are you talking about just motivating people to buy hardware?
Hardware.
I think it would have to be a new title. I don't know about remakes.
I mean, that would make a lot of current users happy. That would make then if those two titles can come out on the Switch.
Mhm.
I think I was listening to IGN this week, and we would be 2 Zelda titles short of every Zelda title. We would just be
Dang.
missing Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. I think, is that correct? Because we have the Advance and Game Boy games. We have OG 1 and 2, Link to the Past. I think that's all of them, except for the DS titles. If we can get Twilight Princess and Wind Waker.
I have a feeling that they're holding that. Yeah, I think they're probably holding that for. That would be an easy like launch title. Like you'll have a big launch game, like a Mario Kart or Mario, and then you'll have like these secondary games. And I think Wind Waker and Twilight Princess would work well with that. Yeah, I mean, who knows what makes people buy? Like, who doesn't have a Switch at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I have 5.
130 million units divided by what? 2 or 3? Because that's how many we all
Yeah, I guess. I mean, special editions would sell more units.
I've been seeing the Zelda one sitting in the case at Target when I've been there and it's tempting, but I don't need it.
I think if they drop the price of like the OLED, that would sell more units. I mean, just dropping the price would sell units.
They definitely
that's what they would have to do.
They need to drop the price of just Redbox OG and get that moving. I mean, move the light down to 150. Move the OG down to 250, 225, and move unit. They have not had it doesn't cost them more than $200 to make the Switch at this point, especially the old one.
They could release another SKU like a Switch Lite OLED. They released a Wii SKU like really late. It was the flat one, like the one that didn't have the Wi-Fi. Like it couldn't connect to the internet.
What?
You don't remember this? I think it was red.
Yeah,
Was it
Cryptic
the
is saying
the Mario
Switch
one?
Micro.
Switch Micro. Yeah, any like new SKU would work. So that's what they got to do. Or release another Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah,
I bet people will buy it for Wonder.
Do you think that they're gonna have a Wonder Switch?
I hope so.
They have done a very poor job of branding Mario for the Switch. So I mean, it would be interesting if they did, but the I guess the two that they've had, they had the Mario Odyssey one that was just a slight off color Mario Red dual Joy-Con on the regular Switch body that came with a digital copy of Odyssey, I think, which is why because I bought my Switch on Odyssey launch night and I thought about that Switch, but I didn't want the game digital only, so I didn't. I got the regular neon Switch.
Gotcha.
And then they had the blue dock with the red Joy-Con, which I think even those Joy-Con were a slightly different shade of red than the Odyssey Mario one. And then that's been it, right? For they've had box branding for it, but they haven't had like the treatment that we've gotten with.
Think about a Wonder Pro controller. That would be nice.
What colors are associated on that box art? We haven't seen the box art, but like
blue purple, I guess.
Yeah, it's like that kind of progressive.
It almost looks like gel.
Yeah.
They gave away like really cool Pro controllers for the winners of the Mario Kart and the Splatoon stuff.
Did they?
Yeah, like they had like a special edition Mario Kart
Nintendo World Championships or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I love the Pro controllers, like the Zelda ones, awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, and the Splatoon ones have been really good too, and I wish they could have done something as cool as the Splatoon Joy-Con for the Pro controller, but that probably would have been expensive. I don't know.
It would be. I would be surprised if they don't release any type of special edition hard like controller or a Switch, because Mario is their brand. Like that is.
Yeah, which they've done a poor job branding their Switch for.
Yeah.
I mean, because we've had Splatoon now, we've had Zelda, we've had, what was the one that was GameStop exclusive for, was it Diablo? Or was it?
They do have one for Diablo.
And we've gotten Monster Hunter Pro controllers, but we haven't gotten, did we get a Monster Hunter?
I think there was a Monster Hunter. I think.
Oh, it was like was it just a design on the back of the Switch kind of thing? And then I know they had a Fortnite one in Japan, I think, or Europe. They had a Dragon Quest one in Japan.
Yeah, Monster Hunter had a dock, like a Rise had a special edition dock.
And then Pokemon has just been lights, right?
No, they had an OLED for Scarlet and Violet.
Okay. But then they've done two lights, right, for Pokemon?
Yeah, I think Sword and Shield was a light.
Yeah, and then Brilliant Diamond.
I don't think they had a special edition one for Brilliant Diamond.
They did.
And then the AC special edition as well. Which was that was a pre-OLED Switch, right?
Yeah. Because OLED wasn't even a thing yet.
Yeah. And they made people
Then
think that was going to be scarce, and then that one was just in Target all the time.
They had the PP poo poo.
Let's go.
Let's go Pikachu and Eevee.
That was just Joy-Con though, right? That was, or no?
Yeah. There's a dock. It had a dock.
Did it have the like etching on the back a little bit? I think
it had the etching on the front
of the dock, and then there was the
Yeah.
Smash. The Smash one is probably the rarest of the US Switch special editions, because that was just a dock, and then the white Joy-Con with like the Smash logo on it. Josh has that one.
Special edition. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Ugh. That game sucks.
I mean, nothing like. I feel like they've missed an opportunity to do like the translucent N64 type colors, like
yeah,
or even like the Game Boy Pockets, or like where they have the see-through.
Yeah, I mean that same kind of late 90s plastic that Apple and Nintendo and everybody kind of took advantage of. I don't know. And then they had that crazy blue Pikachu 64 as well. Like they haven't gone too crazy, I guess, with some of the stuff.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they don't have a Mario Switch, just because in the past year, every big release has had a special edition Switch with it.
Yeah, and maybe Odyssey was just too soon.
Well, they didn't have price optimization to like get something put together and still turn a Nintendo won't put out a console without turning a profit on it. So
they could have done it with any of the other Mario games, though, with the Mario Deluxe, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, or
it's not
3D
as special
World
though.
With Bowser's Fury. Like Bowser's Fury would have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They love their cats. They could have just put a cat suit Mario on there.
Yellow with cat ears coming out the Joy-Con. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see where we go with unit sales and how it finishes in its twilight years. Because I mean, we're definitely coming up on that, but we're not there yet. They haven't even dropped the price at all. So I mean, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, this Black Friday will probably be another Mario Kart.
Yeah, we're gonna get like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is gonna have 100 million copies sold.
They switched up a little bit this year, right? Or was that just for Mario Day this year?
That's just for Mario Day this year.
You got to choose a title or whatever, right? Yeah, we'll get there. But speaking of consoles in their twilight years, the Wii U had was this a planned update, or was this like reestablishing?
The servers were down since March for Splatoon and Mario Kart, and they just brought them back up.
As of today, they are back up, so you can play 2 games on your Wii U online.
So Switch 2 is guaranteed to be backwards compatible with the Wii U. It's going to have a cart slot and a disc slot. You heard it here first.
Nice. I hope that it's like you just open up the screen and then that's where you put the disc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This had me thinking, Cheesy, do you ever see Nintendo probably wouldn't do this, but would you ever see Splatoon getting the love that like Master Chief Collection got, where they put out a SKU where, because Master Chief Collection, although it launched really rough, has evolved into something that's really kind of cool, and you can just select what games or game types or maps or of all the different titles what you
There's only
play.
3 game types,
right? I'm gonna say,
but do you, like, if you could have, like, how how do you think that would land with Splatoon fans if that could be something they could implement? They would have to change, I guess, the formula of Splatoon, where it's only 2 maps at a time and all that kind of stuff.
Right. God, I
But
forgot
how
about
cool
that.
how cool would that be though if they could put something together? Because Splatoon, like OG Splatoon, is just stuck on this console,
Yeah.
and it's gotten iterated on and better, but like they brought some of the stuff, I guess, to Splatoon 3 in the Kraken and some of the other weapons and stuff that they've done.
Right.
But how cool would that be as, I guess, as a time capsule kind of thing?
I mean, yeah, it definitely would be cool for those that have never played it, but at the same time, like, we do have better Splatoons, and I think that it would be kind of messed up if they did sell Splatoon 1 when they have a reskin of Inkopolis Plaza right now in Splatoon 3. Really, the only reason that you need to play it if you're interested in the lore is the hero mode. There's some maps, I guess, that aren't in Splatoon 3 or were in Splatoon 2, so like you can go back to that. But I don't know. I think it would have to be significantly different. But I don't. That's what Splatoon 3 is.
Yeah. So I guess they're kind of honoring it a little bit, but
Yeah.
Maybe on the next console they do a Splatoon Ultimate and just include everything from 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Because I think if we get a new console, I was seeing something that people, or that they want to get certain games on there as soon as possible. So like, I think Riley was telling us this, wasn't he?
Probably. What was
Where
he saying?
they want to get like all the evergreen titles on as
Oh,
fast
yeah.
as possible, like Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Mario, Zelda. You know, Splatoon could be an evergreen title.
I think it's found its way into the Mount Rushmore right now, more so than Metroid or
Pikmin,
or I mean, it's one of its big 3, big 4 kind of titles out there.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't reflect in the top 10 units sold.
So I think, and I made a tweet about this earlier today, or X'd. I don't know what we call the posts anymore.
I hate that it just says X on my phone now, but
Yeah, me too. And the fact that like when you are retweeting something, it's a repost or a quote, like, or no, it's just a post or a quote. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I made a tweet about Splatoon and how Nintendo always wants some kind of Splatoon news in their directs, and Splatoon is huge in Japan. And it's one of the reasons I think that we could possibly see a direct this month, like late August, before we go into Nintendo Live and PAX, because we still don't know when the DLC is. We're coming up on the first year anniversary of Splatoon, and a new season of Splatoon will be hitting. It will be hitting in September, and we still don't know anything about the new season. So if there's anything that is Splatoon worthy that's going to be in a direct, I think it's that.
They'll just show another trailer of a Splatfest like they did last direct.
They won't, because we had a Splatfest last month, which was the ice cream Splatfest.
Do we have a big run coming up?
We have a Splatfest this month.
Oh, what's Splatfest this month?
Money, fame, or love?
Yeah, what's most important?
You gotta go with fame all day.
I mean,
I'm gonna win the $1 billion Mega Millions, so I'm gonna go with money.
Yeah,
I'm going with love.
That's boring.
Look, man, I've been on Fry's team enough, and have fun losing.
I'm on the team. I don't lose.
Cryptic saying, doesn't fame bring money? But fame brings you not being able to be left alone, I guess, too. But fame doesn't bring you money, because look at all those writers and actors on strike. Some of them, you know who they are, and they're fairly famous, and they aren't making as much as you would hope they were making.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So I don't know, just talking about Splatoon and how big it is. I think that's one of the announcements we could see with the Direct.
Well, we do have to find out when the DLC is coming out.
Right.
I would assume. I'm assuming it's September.
September.
They don't have anything in September right now. So like that's another reason to release it.
They also don't have anything in August.
Finish Pikmin.
Yeah.
play Pikmin. There you go. That's well, I guess Pikmin did come out like late. Came out late July, right? It came
July,
out on the
21st. Yeah. I'm almost done. I'm in the fourth spot, and I've been 100%ing stuff as I go. I know you two. I think both of you finished it, yeah, or finished the story.
I
right?
rolled credits. It counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still working on post game, which is pretty cool.
We're getting like Shredder's Revenge DLC soon, right? Or is that already out?
I think it's already out.
I need to check and update my stuff, but yeah, and then. So yeah, I guess what do we think would be more Wonder stuff? We should be getting a Pokemon Direct here sometime soon, right?
Yeah, that's the rumor right now.
The rumor is it's like next week. It's Pokemon Direct.
Is there anything? When are Pokemon National, like the World Championships or whatever? Is that?
No idea.
I didn't know if that coincided with anything. But yeah, I mean, we need info on the DLC. They need to talk about how successful sleep is or not. I don't know.
Got my
Johnny
first
caught
shiny.
A shiny, so yeah.
I got a shiny, so I'm good at sleeping.
Are you using your puck, or are you using the?
I'm using a puck.
Do you like it?
It's fine.
So, like, would you
recommend it for $55?
No.
Okay.
Unless you play Pokemon Go. I haven't tried it for Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
But yeah, for 55, unless I'm assuming it kills your battery, like it kills your phone battery for leaving it on all night, overnight. So I mean, it's good to not have to deal with that.
You have Pikachu singing you to sleep every night?
Yeah, but it's also kind of finicky. Like I press the button to like say I'm going to sleep, and it takes me like 10 tries to even get Pikachu to sing to me.
You have to open the app to then have that thing work?
I don't know. I've opened the app. I've tried to connect it multiple times, and I maybe I'm just an idiot. But
that's possible.
Yeah. I mean, it is kind of nice. Like I don't have to have the app open all night. I do think I have like a special. Do you have Pikachu with the nightcap?
No, that's I think for Pokemon Go.
That's
because you bought the
$55.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
Pikachu.
yeah. So I got a $55 Pikachu with a nightcap, which doesn't even do that much. All it does is it gives you more berries, not even like ingredients or anything. I mean, I've been playing Pokemon. I've been using Pokemon Sleep.
Me too.
Every night. It's been okay. It's fine. I don't know if
I've been growing Pikmin and Pikmin Bloom or whatever. That's what I've been playing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth having them know everything about my sleep. You know, all the data that they're collecting. I don't know if it's worth it.
Getting targeted ads for your pillows and other things. But speaking of hobbies and stuff that we enjoy, I don't know. Sleeping a hobby we enjoy, I guess.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's some new Lego rumors for both.
I was so excited when I saw this pop up.
So this first one is this is from Brick Clicker, who does lots of Lego leaks and rumors and stuff.
I used to not like his voice. Just side note. I used to not like his voice. He speaks very fast, but now when I watch videos that are not from him, I'm like, oh God, speak faster, please.
This is a long video today that he released. And it was
there's a lot of
he's
stuff.
He's got to have a crazy script written out because he does not like waste much time.
He doesn't breathe. How does he do it?
I don't know. But so you can go find Brick Clicker on YouTube if you want to see the whole thing. But there is rumored stuff coming out for the Mario line. There was just some new release stuff with the Donkey Kong playset, creepy big Mario digital nightmare when he's off kind of looking thing. But this is maybe a rumored, based on the piece count stuff and the pricing that we're seeing, maybe moving away from those set builder thing and maybe going actual minifigure size stuff, which would be really cool, which I think is what a lot of people want. We've had some really good adult sets for the Nintendo line, which has been some of the stuff behind me and Johnny. We had the Mighty Bowser, the NES, and the TV. The question block, which I finished last week. That's really cool. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets, different pricings, multiple different piece counts. So hopefully we're getting maybe minifig Mario.
Yeah, and I think there was a rumor that they were discontinuing that playset line.
I hope so.
With all those but they just released Donkey Kong. I did go to the Lego store on August 1st, right at open.
And you said you weren't going to.
Yeah, well,
he lies.
Kelsey was off. Kelsey's off for the summer, so she's like, I want to go because I can. And they had all of the Donkey Kong, and there was a couple new Mario stuff, and nobody bought it.
Nope.
Nobody cares about those.
But the new rumor, expanding the Nintendo license that Lego and Nintendo have, is Animal Crossing, and these are rumored sets. Did he give a time frame for when?
March of 24.
Okay, so the Mario leak was for January. Animal Crossing leak is for March, which would be probably a March 1st launch. So we have some varied sets here. I think we could see like a town hall. We could see a Nook's Cranny. We could see maybe a villager house.
Able Sisters.
Yeah. I mean, so we have
I'm hoping
a handful of different price points.
I know we don't typically cover like Lego on here, but I hope these are sort of like the modular builds in the Creator Expert. I don't think it's going to be that because
you can turn a modular though.
They're rather cheap, so it's probably not going to be as fancy.
They'll be open back. They'll be playset, but I mean, I think we could get some maybe really cool minifigures for Animal Crossing characters. So we could see an Isabelle, a Tom Nook, a villager. It could be pretty cool. I mean, they're not opposed to changing the head shape when you look at like Minecraft. They do Steve and Alex and creepers and stuff with the block head. So I mean, we could see animal type heads maybe on minifigures, which would be interesting. And this could be just more stuff. There's a rumored Zelda set coming out next month or next year as well with the Deku tree and having different Link and Zelda minifigures with Breath of the Wild tunic and classic tunic and stuff. So the Nintendo Lego partnership could be expanding, which I think would be really cool.
Yeah,
Cryptic said, "Give me the Samus ship." That'd be cool.
Yeah,
people need to actually tell Lego that you care about Metroid, or people might actually want to buy Metroid games. They're probably looking at the IP that sell the most, and they're like, "Hey, we should probably check that out." But Metroid,
I hate to say it, but Samus would probably look better as a mini doll, which I hate the mini dolls, but it would probably look better as a mini doll.
I could see that, yeah. But I would like to see how they would do a Samus minifig.
I mean, and they've done video game stuff because we have the tall neck, which is actually a really cool set from.
Oh yeah, I finished that
from Horizon Forbidden West. But yeah, I mean, that's Johnny and I's other vice is like.
It'd be cool if we saw like Inkopolis Square for Splatoon.
Yeah, I the other video game sets that they have, like they're all fantastic. So I would love to see them do more Nintendo. Well, besides
And they've done classic
the
stuff.
Mario,
They just had Pac-Man this year. They've done
the Pac-Man's
Atari.
really cool. Atari's cool, but like as long as they don't do the Mario style for
Like
any
the
of these
playset.
sets.
Well, and even the new stuff, they just had a bunch of Sonic sets come out, and they're at least minifigure scale. But they're still kind of playset builder. You can put Sonic in a little launcher ball, and you launch him. You can go through a loop-de-loop and that kind of stuff. So, and then I think probably there's two really cool sets. One is Robotnik, like robot mech thing, and then Tails' biplane, which is actually pretty cool as well. But
do you think we see a Donkey Kong arcade? Like cabinet?
I hope so. I think that would be really cool.
And if they could implement it how they did the Pac-Man, one, where it's like have Donkey Kong throw barrels down and Mario try to climb up, I think that would be cool. You bought Pac-Man, didn't you, Johnny?
Yeah, give me a second.
I didn't know if he'd already built it or not.
I don't want to break it.
He did build it. Look at that.
But yeah, give me more of this stuff.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
And you press the player 1 button and the coin slot lights up.
Wait, hold on. Oh, this is a little scary. Hold on, I'll do it. They move.
Oh, there it goes. It's moving. Yep.
Oh man. Yeah,
and then the cooler thing is the stuff that goes on top, where Pac-Man and the ghosts can flip around.
I have that too. It's like
this is great for our audio listeners.
Yeah, watch the video.
Pause your video on Spotify and turn it on. There you go.
Josh is gonna be like, "Why did you guys talk about Lego for so long?"
He left us alone. That's what we're talking about. It's the last 10 minutes. That's all we're doing.
Oh, the ghosts are chasing Pac-Man. Oh, got my power palette. That's a really cool build. The 18 plus video game sets have been my favorite. Like the question block, the Bowser, the NES. Like they have been really cool, and I want more of that.
Mm-hmm. We're rumored to get a Piranha Plant, I think, at the end of this year for like $70, I think, which is going to be the most affordable of the adult kind of Lego set. Yeah, affordable, quote unquote.
It's not $300 or $270 that the Bowser was.
Yeah, the $250 or
okay. Side note: when I got into Lego, which was only like this year, I was like, I'm not gonna buy any of these $250, $300 sets. Now I have all of the stupid Nintendo sets that are at least $230 each and up.
You have the $500 Rivendell. You have
the $500 Rivendell. Like, this is a problem.
Yep.
So just be careful if you do get into these Animal Crossing sets, or if you do get into the Donkey Kong or Mario or any Lego set. It's like what's the right word for it? I don't want to use the A word. Yeah, it's an expensive hobby.
I can quit whenever I want, Mom.
Yeah, because I was talking to you guys. I'm like, I'm not going to Lego this month.
And what'd you do?
Or I'm not gonna spend a ton on Lego this month, which I didn't spend nearly as much as I have the previous couple months.
Yeah, because you went and bought the Disney castle on a whim last month.
Yeah, that's another problem. Don't go there where you could see them built and be like, oh yeah. That's
you went to go get the Sanderson sister house, and you walked away with that and the Disney castle.
And the castle, yeah.
And Pac-Man. Did you buy Pac-Man that day too?
Nah, I bought that in June. It is a really cool set.
Lego's expensive. Stay away, kids. Don't do it.
Yeah. Definitely don't get your parents' credit cards.
Yep. But Animal Crossing might be coming to Lego. You never know.
I think that one, I hope it would be, like, if it's not modular, maybe like they'll have like a way you could build your own island or something. or I'm just gonna build my own island. Like that's just gonna be the thing.
They'd almost be better to stay away from the island of like New Horizons and go to like City Folk, right? And where they could do more of the like because all the vendors just come and set up on a tarp in the city square in
New Horizons.
Yeah, and in New Leaf, there's there's the area with all the shops.
Yeah.
Where they're all like lined up. So they could do something like that. I would love a KK Slider stage. Like that would be a cool one.
I think the Roost would look really cool.
Yeah. The museum.
Yeah.
Like all the standard Nooks Cranny Museum, Mabel Sisters, like all of those would be awesome.
They already have skeleton dinosaurs built for Jurassic Park, so they could just incorporate that into the in the museum.
I almost bought the Jurassic Park
pile of crap one.
No, well that's like $50
That's
for
$50
a pile of crap.
For that one.
But there's one that has a skeleton T-Rex, and it was like I forget what it was.
That's one of the world sets. Yeah,
it's like $130 or something, and I'm like, I want the skeleton, but I don't want to spend $130 on one little skeleton.
Those molded
T-Rex.
dinosaurs and other stuff are expensive.
I don't know. Yep. This is a Nintendo podcast.
Well, we steered the ship well far away from wherever Josh probably wanted it to be, but the goal is I think he's back here next week. We have PAX coming up here in a little bit. I think he and I are in talks of maybe going out there together. He's already kind of out there, but maybe me trying to get out there for PAX. So yeah,
Gamescom is like the week before.
Yep, at the end of August, right?
And there's a rumor that we'll see the next Nintendo console. I mean, I feel like that's always a rumor now, but that's what people are saying.
We shall see. But yeah, keep playing Pikmin. Keep playing Tears of the Kingdom. Buy your copies to get Super Mario Party off the list as fast as we can. But until next week, you guys have anything else you want to say?
Nope. That's about it.
All right. Well, until next time, we will see you guys later. Take it easy.